What's going on, lead gen beasts and my fellow entrepreneurs? Matty Ice here from Leads for Locals. Today, I want to share what I believe is the absolute best website builder for small businesses. So if you are a business owner looking for a good website builder, you're looking to build a brand new website, instead of spending thousands and thousands of dollars paying somebody to build one for you, or maybe spending just a ridiculous amount of time building it yourself, I'm going to show you a very easy way to get a website up and running. I'm going to show you exactly what the tool is, how it works. We'll go step by step, all the really cool things that you could do with it, all the templates that they have, as well as we're going to cover some important tips when it comes to using a website as well. It's something that I think, at least in my experience, working with a lot of business owners, that they tend to get wrong when it comes to using the website. So I'm going to give you some really, really important tips on how to get better results with your website. All right, so make sure you stick to the end. I got a lot of cool stuff for you in this video. My only ask, as usual, if you find the video helpful, please take a second to hit that like button. If this is the first time you're checking out the channel, definitely consider subscribing. I come out with really step-by-step detailed tutorials on marketing, lead generation, building funnels, automations, all that good stuff, how to get new leads and clients for your business. And if you don't mind, if you want to try the tool that we're going to be talking about today, it's called GoHighLevel. I have a 2-week free trial in the description. It is an affiliate link. It's a good way to help say thank you and support the channel. I really, really appreciate it, guys. All right. So first off, I want to talk about what makes a good website builder, because there are a lot of website builders. I've used a ton of them, and the one I use now is GoHighLevel. And I actually don't even build a lot of websites. I use funnels primarily, but it is important to have a website. And so I actually create a pre-made website for my clients so that they don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars and tons of time building it. I give them a website as part of the product and service that I offer. So lots of website builders out there, and some are a lot better than others, right? So it needs to be easy to use. It needs to come with a lot of templates that you can customize. For me, this is one of the most important things, because for me, it just doesn't really make sense to build a website from scratch anymore. I just don't think it's necessary. I don't see any benefit of that, unless you're a Fortune 500 company and you need something really, really sophisticated. Maybe that would be the case, and you're still doing programming, or maybe you're building it on WordPress and stuff like that. But for your average small business owner like us, we just need something that works. It looks good. It gives the information to our, whoever's visiting website, gives them the information they need, et cetera. And then we also want to set up our website so that it converts that traffic into actual leads. And then it needs to do more than just provide a website, guys. Website, I rarely use websites in my marketing. I typically use them at the end of my funnels, where, after we've generated the lead, they filled out, a couple of forms, maybe they booked an appointment. And then at the end of that, we'll have a button that says, click here to visit the website to learn more about us, et cetera. But I don't use websites too much, unless you're doing like long-term SEO and you're doing a blog, which we'll talk about in a second. Then otherwise, I don't use it a lot. So when we're picking out a website builder, we want to make sure that it gives us a lot more tools for our marketing, because there's so much more to doing your marketing online than just having a website. So you need the CRM, you need the automations, the follow-up sequences, all that good stuff, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. All right, now I want to cover some tips for using your website, and then we're going to dive into GoHighLevel, the actual website builder. I'm going to show you what I've put in place for my business and for my clients. I'm going to show you how to use those different features. We'll get into that in a minute. But this is really important stuff here, guys, because again, you can have the best website in the world, but if you're not using it correctly and you don't have just some basic fundamentals on the website, you're missing out on a lot of business. I can almost guarantee you that. So I want you to take this and kind of do if you already have a website, do an audit of your current website, or at least keep these things in mind if you're going to be building a new one. Keep it simple. Again, unless you really need something sophisticated, then just keep this simple, guys. Maybe a couple of tabs on, like an about page, a contact page, maybe a page to, get more information. You have the opt-in form and stuff like that. All right, but keep it simple, professional. You don't have to go crazy with your website. All right. Also, consider having a one-page website if possible. This is something that I do, and I do in my business. I'm actually, It depends. Like I have both, but the primary type of website that I use now and that I put together for my clients is a one-page website. I'll show you how it works in a second, but I find that it just tends to provide a better user experience for people, where like if they click a tab at the top, it automatically scrolls down the page to that section versus going to a bunch of different pages separately, because now you have to wait for the page to load. They have to click the back button and all that stuff. It doesn't sound like it'd be a big deal, but I'm telling you, these one-page websites, they do provide a better user experience. Don't go crazy with the colors. Keep it consistent with your brand. Don't do a bunch of crazy stuff. And when you see the templates I'm going to show you here, it already like the colors go together really well. So anyways, one of the big things for the website, guys, is offering a free lead magnet to turn your traffic into leads. A mistake that I see a lot of businesses make is they use their website to tell people how amazing they are, right? Now, it's important to tell people about you, maybe how you got started, showing off your reviews and stuff like that. But none of that does anything if the person visiting your website just leaves shortly after. We want to make sure that we are incentivizing people who visit our website to actually provide contact information so we can follow up with them long term. So that is really important. We're going to talk about that in the examples when I show you. Also, have a chat widget that offers the free lead magnet. What I find a lot of businesses do is they'll have a chat widget that just pops up and says, hey, do you have any questions or whatever? That's fine. But for me, again, my goal with a website is to try and convert traffic into actual leads. And you can, GoHighLevel actually has a chat widget feature that you can put on your website and automatically collect contact information and deliver a free lead magnet. So if you have a free ebook or a free guide, maybe you're offering a free discount or free trial or something like that, you can automatically deliver that to clients via the chat widget. It's a great way to capture extra leads from your website. Use the website at the end of your funnel. I kind of alluded to that earlier. The type of marketing that I do and the lead generation I do, we just don't use websites very often. But anyways, put your website in each piece of content. So if you already have a blog, if you write articles, if you have a YouTube channel, if you're creating videos, it's usually a good idea, like somewhere in that piece of content to link out to your website. It's good for SEO over the long run, and can generate extra traffic to your website. And then also consider adding a blog. I believe content marketing is very, very underutilized when it comes to small businesses. And content can work really, really good at generating more business for you guys. And it's kind of like each piece of content that you create, every blog post or article, video that you post or whatever, that's like a 24/7 salesperson at that point, especially if you can get it ranked in a search engine. Man, it can do really, really well. But adding a blog to your website can be a really powerful way to get it ranked in the search engine. So this is typically, I recommend content marketing for every business, but can be particularly well for, for local small businesses. All right. So let's head into GoHighLevel here. And let's dive into the actual website builder. Now, let's click on sites here. And you'll notice here in GoHighLevel that so we have funnels and we have websites. Now, I'll have a full tutorial on GoHighLevel down in the description. I think I have like 70 plus tutorials on how to use GoHighLevel. If you have not seen this incredible piece of software yet, then you're missing out on a lot of potential, a lot of capabilities inside of one platform when it comes to online marketing. And I'm going to go through some of the features in this video, but this thing is unbelievable. And this, what I was talking about earlier on finding a good website builder, it needs to do much more than just allow you to build a website. GoHighLevel definitely meets that criteria because there's just so much stuff that you can do. So anyways, I will actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my SaaS product here. All right, so this is a SaaS product that I have in my agency for the business loan industry. Now, what I really like about GoHighLevel when it comes to websites is all of the templates that you get access to. So let's go ahead and we'll click on websites, click on new website. This is going to save you guys so much time. And these templates are really, really good. They look very professional and they give you the foundation you need to put your website in place without having to start from scratch. So this is why it saved you an incredible amount of time. And I mean, you could scroll down here. There's just tons and tons and tons of website templates. And then they have templates for very specific industries as well. So, you know, I would be very surprised if there's not a website template for your specific type of business. You can also do it by categories as well. So let's say you're in the financial industry. If I click that, it organizes this by all the financial website templates, right? So I'm just going to use this one at the very top here. You can also preview it here to get a better idea of what it looks like. We can actually click inside of it too, and it'll take you to the different pages. So these particular websites, they're not the one-page website template that I mentioned. I'll show you how to put that together, but just in case you don't want to do that, I'm going to go through both here. All right, but let's say that this is the template that we want to use. We're going to click continue, check the box, get this template, all right? We may need to actually refresh the page here. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. All right, and here it is. So Advisors Financial, and what you can do, you can, you could share it, clone it, move to folder, etc. So you can actually organize your different websites and funnels and stuff. So, but let's open this up. I want to show you how to use it. So first things first, we click on settings, and you can connect a custom domain right here, which I definitely recommend. And you can click this button right here to actually add the domain. If you click add new domain, it has a step-by-step tutorial on how to do that. It's pretty basic, pretty easy to do. But another thing under settings is you can put your tracking codes and all that stuff. You definitely want to activate the chat widget. And remember what I was talking about earlier, having some type of chat widget that offers your free lead magnet, that it can be really, really powerful. So if I turn that on and then we click on chat widget right here, it'll automatically put your chat widget on every single page. And this is what it looks like. And you could customize it however you want. So you can see here that for my particular product that I give to my clients, we offer a free business funding toolkit. So some type of free lead magnet that's going to incentivize people to give their contact information. And then we click on widget window here. And then we scroll up, we can add the email field. So they're going to put their name, phone number, email, and then there's a message. And I just tell them, hey, type toolkit in the message field to request your free funding toolkit. And what GoHighLevel allows us to do is under this automation tab, we can now send emails and text messages. We can do notifications, like we can notify team members. We can have a team member give them a call, whatever. But we can have GoHighLevel automatically send an email and text message delivering that free lead magnet and then follow up with them over the long run. I'm not going to dive into the workflow builder and automations for GoHighLevel in this tutorial, but I just want to, I really want to hammer home the point about how important it is to, you don't just want a website builder. You want a tool that's going to allow you to do something with the website, which is going to, hopefully generate leads. And then what do we do with those leads? How do we follow up with them, right? That's what GoHighLevel allows you to do. You can check out my tutorial playlist down below if you want. But anyways, so we're getting name, email, and phone number, this chat widget, and then the acknowledgement settings. We just let them know they're going to receive it here shortly. It's pretty simple, right? So it automatically adds that chat widget to your website. It's really, really cool. All right, now let's get into how to actually put this together. And you'll notice that, again, these are already put together for you. Really what you need to do at this point is just customize it to your business, right? That's really important. I never recommend building a website from scratch, again, unless there's something very specific that you need. All right. And if you're in e-commerce and you sell physical products and stuff like that, they do have templates as well. I'm just going to stick with the services-based one right now. So you can add new pages. Again, if you want to build something from scratch, I just don't recommend it. So if you click add new page, you'll give it a name, the path and all that stuff. You can also import over from ClickFunnels if you want. So if you're using ClickFunnels for your website right now, you can bring everything over to GoHighLevel. But let's say you wanted to add another page. What I would recommend you do is take one of these pages, click the three little dots, and then just clone it. And that's it. You would rename it and then just customize the text for whatever you want that page to be. That's literally all you would do. So, but let's go ahead and edit one of these. So we'll click on the edit button here. I usually like to edit in a new tab. Alrighty. Now this is a very simple, very easy to use funnel and website builder. Like it's pretty straightforward. Now, if this is your first time using something like this, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. So be patient with yourself. I promise you it's worth it. And I promise you'll pick it up quick because it's not really hard to use. You're really just customizing stuff. Now, you'll notice that when I start hovering over some of these elements, like these little boxes pop up. So let's break down what that does. All right. So first things first, you'll notice we want to put our logo here. All right, so I believe this is a navigation bar element. So if we click on elements, there's lots of different things that you can add here. So you can add headlines, subheadlines, blog post lists, buttons. You can also add your reviews. So GoHighLevel allows you to connect your Google My Business page. If you have a lot of reviews there, you can actually very easily just drag this onto the page and it will automatically populate your reviews right here. It's really cool. So we'll get rid of that for now. But if we click on the navigation, it's a navigation menu settings. We're going to find, it might be under advanced. Nope, there it is. Brand logo. All right. So what we're going to do, click the little image icon there. You're going to upload a file, which is going to be your logo. You double click it and it's going to automatically insert your logo. Let's go ahead and go back. There we go. It's going to automatically insert your logo right here. Okay. Pretty easy, right? Let's say you're not crazy about these colors. I would say then just choose a different template rather than coming in and changing all the colors. But if you wanted, you can select the section that you want to change, click on settings, and then right here where it says background color, just choose whatever color you want. You can add a custom one as well. So it's pretty easy to change colors. And then we'll talk about the navigation bar here in a second, but I want to talk about the text and the buttons and stuff like that really quick. Because this is really easy. All you do to change this text is click inside of the element, highlight it, delete whatever it is that you want, and type whatever it is that you want. Now, again, what I recommend, one of the very first things that people need to see when they are visiting your website is your free lead magnet. I can't stress that enough, guys. Traffic means nothing if you aren't converting it into actual leads that are going to receive your long-term follow-up marketing. Really, really important. So what you can do here is you're basically just describing what this lead magnet is going to be. So maybe I put request a free business funding toolkit, and then maybe right here I put learn exactly how to get the funding and credit you need to grow your small business. Right, and then I'll click this button. Now the button here, there's lots of different things that I can customize. Where is the background color? So if I want to change that, maybe I change it to green instead, whatever. All right, I can scroll down to the bottom and change the text here. So let's see, click here to request the free toolkit. Okay. And there's a lot of different things that I can do. Typically, when I'm working with a lead magnet like this on a page like this, I'll usually do a pop-up is what I'll do. So, but there's again lots of different things you can do. It just depends on what you want to do with your particular website, how you want it to function. I recommend just playing, like if you're just getting started with this, play around with all the features and functionality. And it's a great way to learn the software, and you'd be amazed at all of the really cool things that you can do here. But for now, I'm going to, instead of going to page, I'm going to change this to open pop-up. All right. And then when I click the pop-up button right here, I can actually add a row. So we'll do one column for now. And let's say, so we'll click add element. Let's do a headline. All right. Where should we send your free business funding toolkit? Okay. And then I'll click the plus sign here. So you can either click the plus sign, or again, you can click on elements, add element, and drag it. It literally does the same thing. But we're going to drag this form element here, and you'll need to create a form. You can click right here. I'm just going to select one, a random one as an example. Actually, I think where's my business funding toolkit one? There we go. Free toolkit opt-in. Okay. All right. So now, and up here at the top right, we'll click save. This stuff right here is pretty important for a website. You definitely want to give this particular page a title. So this might be, your home page, give it a description. This does help with SEO, helping your website to get ranked in search engines and stuff like that. You can put keywords, you can put your business name right here. You can add images as well, which is pretty cool. So basically what would happen is when your website shows up in a search engine, whatever image you add right here will actually show up with the search result and really help your search results stand out. So that could be really effective too. Custom meta tags, all that good stuff. You can see your SEO preview here. So really, really cool functionality. You just click update metadata. I'm going to cancel it for now and then click save again. All right. And what happens is, you now have a way of generating leads on your website. Again, I'm not diving into all the automations and stuff. This video would be way too long. I'm just showing you the functionality when it comes to building a website. As you get more familiar with GoHighLevel, you'll learn what to do with the forms, the automations, and all that stuff. Again, I have tons of tutorials on how to do that stuff down below. But you can click this. We can use we could just take them to a specific URL. Maybe it's a confirmation page, or maybe we just have a thank you message right here, and they just exit out of the pop-up. So you would change this to use action from the form builder. And in the form builder, you would just have a submit message that says, thank you, check your email, check your spam folder for the funding toolkit, just in case. And then they could go back to browsing your website. So really easy to customize this stuff. Same thing with the images. If you're not crazy about this image, then you click the image element, and then you find the image options right here. We'll click this image icon again. And what's really cool about GoHighLevel is if we click on, instead of my media here, you actually get access to a lot of stock photos that you can use. So you can bring your own photos in if you want to upload files. But we can use Unsplash or Pixabay. So let's go ahead and select that. If it stops lagging. 1 second. Okay, fun stuff. Sorry about that. All right, so let's do, I don't know, let's type in financial markets, or maybe like financial advisor. All right. And basically what you'd want to do is select don't double click it, but select it. And then right click and then add image to my media. So it's going to actually add this to your library. And so if we click X after we do that and then go back to my media, that image will now be in your library. Then you double click it and it would insert that new image. All right. So that's how you change images in this website builder. So pretty easy. It's nothing crazy. And if it's not a really good size, you can also edit the width and height right here as well. So it's totally up to you. All right. And then from there, we scroll down and we're really kind of just doing the same thing that I just showed you. You're updating a lot of text. Like that's going to be the majority of what you do when you are customizing these websites. And, obviously, changing this to maybe the pop-up form or sending them to a URL. Maybe you already have a funnel and an opt-in page that you can send people to. You just need the new website. So you can click these buttons and then send them. So we'll go to website URL. You paste the URL in right here. Maybe we have it open in a new tab. So we turn that on, right? That way they don't leave the website. So lots of different things that you can do. But yeah, that's how you use the website builder inside of GoHighLevel. You just have to play around with it. And then also, if there's something that you don't want, let's say you don't have a blog right here, okay, then we can just delete this entire section right here. You can delete elements, you can delete entire sections as well. These little images right here is the same thing as changing the bigger images. There's really not that big of a difference. You click right here. Maybe you don't like this image. Let's scroll down until we find that image icon right there. So you can change that. Lots of cool stuff that you can do. If we click on settings, I don't mess with this stuff too much. You can play around with it if you want. The SEO metadata is just what came up earlier. So if you want to change that, you can. So you can add sections, rows, columns. I'll let you guys play around with that. I have, again, plenty of tutorials. Actually, I'll link to a tutorial on how to build a one-page website inside of GoHighLevel using the actual funnel builder. So, because otherwise, again, if I don't want to pile everything into this one video, because then it would just be way too long for you guys. The other thing that I do want to mention is this footer down here. So this tip will save you a lot of time, guys. So one cool thing that you can do inside of GoHighLevel with this is you can actually save these sections as templates. So instead of having to, like, let's say you do something on one page that you want to repeat on every single page. If you were to have to go into each page manually and do all of those changes, that would kind of be a pain, right? Well, you can actually save this. Let's say, typically the footer, the bottom part of the website is always the same. So we can actually save this as a global template, a global section. Go ahead and name it, save the section. And then let's say, let's assume that we're done with this page. So we'll go ahead and save this. All right, let's go ahead and go. Actually, I did this in a new tab, so I'll just go ahead and exit that. So we just did the home page there, but now what we can do is let's edit the about page. And as part of the editing for this particular page, instead of having to completely customize the footer there, and you can do this with any section, you can do it with the header as well. I need to show you guys the navigation bar. Again, I forgot I skipped that. My apologies. We'll get to that in just a second. And actually, I would recommend doing exactly what I'm showing you for the top part of your website as well. But for now, we would scroll down to the bottom, and where it says section right here, we click section, add section, and then where it says global sections, you can actually drag this down. So this is going to be, let's see, which one is that? Testimonials. So, okay, well, it's not letting me bring in my Elite. Actually, you know what? It's probably because I have it saved under my layouts. But anyways, yours will be under global section. You drag that, and then you just delete this other one, and now you have the exact same footer, basically the exact same section on this page without having to update the logo again and update the text and update all this stuff. It'll just automatically bring that in. So really, really cool stuff. Now, when it comes to the navigation bar, again, once you have this customized, I would recommend saving it as a global section and then just adding it to each page. It's going to save you a lot of time. But if we click this to adjust the navigation bar here, so let's scroll down just a little bit, menu items right here. And you can also click on advanced and play around with these because like you can create drop-down menus too. So if we click general, and then let's go to menu items. Let's click add a new item. And hang on, let's see. Let's click edit. 1 second. I know there's a way to add the drop-down menu. 1 second. Okay, there we go. So you would actually just drag this underneath where you'd want it to go. Right there. So see how these new menus, they disappeared in the navigation link. But if I were to preview this, see how there's a drop down menu now. So if you have lots of different pages that you're going to be adding, you can organize it that way. But then you just click the edit button here, and where do you want them to go within your website? If you click the page here, you can just select, okay, take them. Well, in this case, it'd be back to the home page. But the about section that goes to about us, it should already do that. Yeah, right there. But I'm just saying, if you add new pages and you want to add them to the navigation bar, then this is basically what you do. Go to page. You can also do a separate website URL. So one thing that I do is I send people to a free Facebook group that I have. So I'll have that in my navigation bar, free Facebook group or whatever. And then I'll change that to website URL. And then I'll just paste in the URL to my free Facebook group, right? So again, I'm generating leads on my website. I'm getting them into my Facebook group, getting them into my funnels, etc. And to me, that is what a website is all about. So let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I really want to show you here. I'm going to pause it for a second just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay. So I guess I'll go through like the stat sales, and then I'll go through the form builder for you guys really quick, and then maybe do just like a basic automation. I'll try and keep that within like 5 minutes here, but you can take a look at all the stats as well for each page, opt-ins, page views, all that good stuff, any sales that you're making. All right. Now the form that we added earlier for our free lead magnet. So under the same tab here, so we're still under sites. You can create forms, surveys, there's membership sites. You can, if you have a WordPress blog or whatever it is that you're using, you can actually bring that over and connect it to, directly to GoHighLevel. It's pretty awesome. But if we go to forms and then builder, you can create a new form here. This is pretty basic stuff right here, guys. So, if we click on it here, options, you can name it. On submit, that's what I was talking about earlier. You can just have a thank you message that you can type out. right there. There we go. And there's all different kinds of formatting options that you can do. It's really up to you. You can also connect your Facebook Pixel ID. So, which another really cool feature about GoHighLevel is you can send data directly back to your Facebook Ads Manager, so you don't have to rely on the Pixel. So that's really cool. But this is pretty simple. Let's say we want full name, we want email, and we're just dragging these over, and we want phone number, and then we're going to add a button to submit. Right? That's really all we're doing. So we click here. I typically recommend turning on required for all of these. And then you can also change the field title as well if you want to mix it up. What is your full name? Okay. And then for the button, let's see, where is there? There's the text for it. So we'll just, I don't know, put submit. I usually put like send me the free lead magnet, whatever. And then I like to turn on full width. I just think it looks better. That's just me. And then you can also add custom questions as well. So if you want to get a little bit more information from your prospects, we scroll down after we clicked custom fields there. We can add a custom field, lots of different types. I usually do radio select, or I'll have like a drop down as well. So typically with free lead magnets, you don't need to do that. I usually only ask for name, email, and phone number, but it's up to you. I'm just showing you what your options are here. And then from there, I'll just show you a little bit really quick about the funnel build, not the funnel builder, the automations here. I don't know. For me, this is the magic of GoHighLevel right here, is what happens after you get the lead. So the past 30 minutes, we're talking about how to actually use a website, how to very quickly, very easily get a good looking professional website up and running using these templates, making a few customizations that you could probably get done in a day or two, guys. It's not that difficult. And then from there, what happens afterwards? And that's really where, you've heard it before, the fortune is in the follow-up. So what we can do here is we can create workflows. All right, we'll start from scratch. And these are basically the automations that take place, like sending the emails, sending the text messages, notifying team members, notifying yourself that a new lead has come in, whatever. All right, so you name it, and then we add a workflow trigger. And the first basic one that we would do is that form. So we'll type in form, and then we'll add a filter, and we'll find that form so that whenever somebody fills that form out, all right, there it is, but I'll just use the free toolkit opt-in. All right, we'll save the trigger. So anytime somebody submits that form to get your free lead magnet, what do you want to happen? So we'll click this plus sign. There's so many different things you can do here, guys. It is awesome. You can send an email. Maybe it's a discount code or a link to that free funding toolkit as an example. I like to send text messages as well, saying something like, hey, and then we can automatically insert their first name right here. Go to custom values, contact. We'll do first name. Thanks for requesting our free business funding toolkit. Check your email shortly. And we'll just put spam as well. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Something like that. Okay. And then, you can sign it at the end. I'll usually put like my name and then business name, so they know who they're getting this text from. Save action. And then, like I said, there's so many other things you could do. You can, I definitely recommend adding tags. So you can very easily filter your leads and organize them later on. You can, GoHighLevel gives you a pipeline feature as well. So you can add them to your pipeline. You can add them to notes. You can assign them to a specific user, add them to other workflows. Like, it's just incredible. I've been able to make some very, very powerful workflows, very, very personalized and very customized to the prospect's journey and where they're at in the sales process, right? So play around with the workflow builder as well, because again, it's not about just having a good website, guys. Fortunately, GoHighLevel makes it, as you can see, extremely easy to build a really good website. But it's what happens after. It's like setting up the website to convert, and then what happens after somebody gets into your pipeline, after they request your free lead magnet, stuff like that. And GoHighLevel just gives you all the tools for that. So I hope that was helpful. I'll go ahead and wrap up on that. If you want more in-depth tutorials on how to build websites and funnels and use those specific features inside of GoHighLevel, I'll have some links down below. Like I said, I have a full tutorial on how to build a one-page website if that's something that you want to do as well. But that's it for this video. That's all I got for you. So I hope that was helpful. Hope you guys are crushing it, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Matty Ice is out.